Hi families, I wanted to take a minute to just talk to you about something that's super important in kindergarten, and that's our fine motor skills. So at 5 years old, our kiddos' hands are not fully developed. It'll take a few years for them to really become fully developed. And because of that, our fine motor skills are super important to practice and develop. Fine motor skills include drawing, writing letters and numbers, coloring, cutting, tearing, and then doing things like playing with Legos, playing with Play-Doh, dressing a doll in clothes, any of those things that really utilize the muscles and manipulation of your fingers to accomplish. In kindergarten, we have a wide range of abilities with fine motor skills, and that's because it's just dependent on the development of the kiddo's hands. So with that said, I want to tell you something and put your mind at ease. Wherever your student is with their fine motor skills is where they're supposed to be. So if they are drawing and it looks shaky, or they are writing and they're not writing their letters exactly perfect or great, that's okay. It's going to take practice and it's going to take development of those muscles in their hands to make it better. So with that said, I would really like to encourage you to have your student practice using their fine motor skills as much as possible. While they're watching TV, they could squeeze a ball. And this will be mostly with the hand that they write with, because that's the one that we're most concerned with. So if they're right-handed or left-handed, that's the hand that you're going to focus on. So they could squeeze a ball while they're watching TV. They can play with Legos. They can practice writing their name and doing all of the whiteboard activities that are in their folder in the clear plastic sleeves. Those are all really going to help them. They can do directed drawings. There's plenty online that you can look up. They can, again, play with dolls, play with anything that helps with their fine motor skills. Them doing their work independently, which means not having you do it with them or for them, is going to be really important. So while you can show them on a paper how to write it, I really want them to be doing their work, because that's how they're going to learn it. It's part muscle memory, just remembering how to write, say, a magic CA, and it's the strength in their fingers to be able to do that. But without practice, their muscles won't get stronger and they won't start to get that muscle memory. Crafts and art in our class, while I love art and crafts, and it's important to do those types of things, the other reason why we do them is to develop our fine motor skills. It's an interesting thing to see 25 students' art all lined up, hanging in the window, and seeing the wide variety that the kids produce with the same materials, with the same directions, with the same teacher. It's just because we all work at different levels. Our hand-eye coordination, our fine motor, our ability to attend a task, those all play a big part in this art. And that's why I think it's so important for you to step back when our students are doing their art and really just encourage them to do their best. They might not feel great about it every time, but if you talk them up and you tell them how hard they are working and how awesome they are doing at that, that's going to really help. Before I finish up here, I just want to tell you a quick story about my own child who is 5 years old. And academically, in some areas, he's very advanced. Fine motor skills, he's 5 years old, so he's still developing them. I'm an artist. I have a bachelor's in art. My kid, doing his own art with his little fingers, does it look perfect? No. Does it even look like close to what mine looks like? No. He does our art with us every Friday with the early group. He does the Mon art and he does the craft. And if I could show you his work, this is the teacher's kid, the artist's kid, you will see that it's really just developmental. I am not going to fix his art for him. I am not going to tell him to erase something and do it again. I am not going to tear something apart to put it back together in the right spot, because this is his art and he has done his best. So all of this to say, your kiddos are doing great. Give them those opportunities to practice. Don't let them give up when it gets hard. And just keep going. You're doing awesome. Your kids are doing awesome. Those fine motor skills are going to develop the more they practice. If you have any other questions about any of this, do not hesitate to reach out. I can give you a whole list of fine motor activities for your child to practice. Thanks. I'll see you later. Bye.